Starting this broadcast with the latest after an unexpected election result in India, the focus is now on the deliberations. Both the NDA and the India bloc met in the capital city, and at the NDA meeting, all members praised the Prime Minister's leadership. All eyes were on Andhra Pradesh Chandrababu Naidu and Bihar's Nitish Kumar. Two leaders whose support is crucial for the NDA alliance. Strategically enough, they were placed right beside Narendra Modi, indicating the BJP's dependence on their support at the moment. Together, Naidu's TDP and Nitish Kumar's JDU make up 28 seats of the 293-seat tally of the NDA alliance. The ruling party needs Naidu's support at the centre, but he does not need them in the state. Andhra Pradesh has 25 seats in the lower house of the parliament, and Naidu's TDP has bagged 16 seats on its own. The BJP has just 3 seats from the state.
You're part of the NDA, sir.
How can we contest elections if you are not a part of NDA? 3 parties combined we collected. Why you got that doubt, I don't know.
Bihar has 40 seats in the lower house of the parliament. Nitish Kumar's flip-flop just before elections from India Alliance to the NDA made the state crucial, and the JDU has put up a better show than expected. It has tied with the BJP's tally at 12, so Nitish Kumar has the option of forming an alliance with other parties for a better edge. The other camp, the India bloc that had been called fractured before the elections, has 232 seats. The India bloc held its meeting with Congress's Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra and Sonia Gandhi. The Aam Aadmi's Raghav Chadha, Shiv Sena's UBT's Sanjay Raut and Samajwadi Party's Akhilesh Yadav among other leaders who attended the meeting. Now to take this further, we are being joined by Dr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi. He is a senior Congress leader and 3-term parliamentarian. Dr. Singhvi, thank you so much for joining us here on WION. You know, I've been tracking your comments since yesterday very closely, and you did not want to speak before the India bloc meeting takes place in New Delhi. It has concluded now. What can you tell us?
No, I did not say that I can reveal to you what are the internal decisions of the India bloc apart from what they will publish shortly. There will be a statement coming officially shortly. But I can tell you that, of course, first and foremost, my heartiest congratulations to whoever has formed the government, to the Prime Minister, to the BJP in case they form the government. But what I had said yesterday was that these are clearly the whole election having been held right from day one of the Prime Minister, by the Prime Minister, for the Prime Minister. It was a referendum on him. And if that referendum yields 239, 240, it is clearly a rejection referendum. You cannot then suddenly discover the crutches of very recent, earlier divorced, second-time married partners or third-time married partners like Nitish and Chandrababu Naidu. So it's only a very fragile arrangement. Right. Good luck to them if they are able to form a stable thing. But I was only emphasizing that this is a very clear verdict against arrogance and invincibility, and that's the real point.
Dr. Singhvi, that brings me to my next point. Is the India bloc looking to speaking to Chandrababu Naidu and Nitish Kumar?
We have said, I in fact said yesterday before the meeting, and I can safely repeat that without going to the nitty-gritty, because at the moment there is nothing official between these parties and us, and therefore it's not right for me. But it is very clear that all those, not only these two ends, but all those who believe that our idea of India is correct, our idea of the constitutional ethos and spirit is correct, our idea of how to promote development is correct, would always be welcome. And it is not to say that there is any parlays going on, any agreements, but yes, in principle, and many of them have been with us in the recent past or otherwise. So it's not something extraordinary which I'm saying, but of course, it's their choice, it's their decision, and I cannot report anything, above that or different from that.
All right, Dr. Singhvi. Now, the numbers that we have, the India bloc has got 232 seats this time. Interestingly, among this, 92 seats are coming from Congress. I want to ask you, why do you think the voters stopped short of giving the India bloc a majority?
Well, if you see clearly, the one chunk, the Naidu chunk, for example, was counted in others, in a sense, non-NDA, non-UPA or non-India. So clearly, while they rejected the Narendra Modi model, I think we came up short in two areas. One was the Odisha and one was possibly Andhra Pradesh. So I think the people were balancing. The people were balancing, saying, look, you cannot have this kind of a government. They were not. Obviously, it depends from state to state. It doesn't, the verdict is not a single state verdict. But the kind of rejections you've had from Maharashtra, from Uttar Pradesh, from West Bengal, from Rajasthan, and you only held back onto your earlier basic states like Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat, where you can't gain anything. The only two real surprise ones have been Odisha and the Andhra Pradesh. And really, Andhra Pradesh is not BJP at all. You can hardly call it BJP. It's okay. It's a pre-declared alliance. But it's really something which the people felt required a far greater degree of consensual, collegial discussion, not the Modi style of working.
Right, but I know I'm going back to a point that you have already talked about, but since you brought up Naidu and how you say that he was seen as non-NDA, in just few minutes before, he made a statement that he's standing with the NDA, even after the results, even knowing very well that he is the kingmaker. How do you react to that then?
See, the story doesn't begin or end here. The story ends after I tell you that I am with you, but on what terms? Those terms have to suit both you and me.
So what kind of terms is Congress or the India bloc willing to give?
The marriage contract is being drawn up as far as he's concerned. Let us see the terms of the contract, whether they suit both the parties or not.
Right, we understand that. I'm asking you, Dr. Singhvi, then what kind of terms do you think the India bloc can actually propose?
No, that is not a question. That is not a question capable of answering today.
All right.
Today he has declared a certain status. Let it work out. And I don't think we are in that kind of bargaining. I think we are very clear. You have to have a certain clear inclination to consider this idea of governance, this idea of India, this idea of the constitution. Then we can talk out those terms. And if it doesn't work out with the other side, then I'm sure something like that will happen in the near future.
All right, before I let you go, in the immediate future, how do you think this national election in India changes the political course in the country?
Oh, tremendously, tremendously. I mean, on that, there is no doubt. I think it first and foremost shows that the only people who have the cat's whiskers are the people. Not you, not me, not Mr. Modi, not the Congress. The people are Janta sab janti hai. I think it is clearly a verdict against arrogance, against infallibility, against unilateralism, against a dictatorial approach. It is a verdict against divisiveness, religious, social. It is a recognition of the federal nature of the country. It's an aggregation of the results of many states. And I repeat that since it was made into a referendum on himself by Mr. Modi himself, well then clearly there is neither a Modi wave plus a clear rejection on that referendum. You may have got the seats to form 272 on the crutches of other people, but the referendum is against you.
All right, Dr. Singhvi, thank you so much for speaking with us here on WION. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.